Hey, this is Jeremy, and I'm with Grow Home Care Marketing. And today I just want to show you the importance of what keywords are, what is search volume, why does search volume matter, and what percentage does a website get in different sections of the Google search layout. And then I also want to tell you about an upcoming webinar that we're going to be having coming up of how you can actually grow your home care company and get more clients. So let's just jump right into this. I want to start showing you real quickly, what keywords are. Okay, so sometimes, when you're running your business and you're trying to figure out different ways to market your company, you're really not able to stretch yourself across the different marketing options that are out there, and there's just really so many. Sometimes you think, okay, well, I'm going to go do internet marketing, but you don't fully understand what it is or how it even works. And so the reason why I want to explain what keywords are and what search volume is because I've been actually brought in to help companies before, and they were so happy and they were so proud to show me that they were ranking for 50 keywords, and that they were ranking number one on Google. And number one would mean that they're ranking at the top of the Google Maps, or they're ranking at the top of the organic listings here. And they were just so happy about that. And so I said, okay, well, that's great. Let's look at the search volume. And they looked at me with a really puzzled look, and they said, what search volume? And so it's important that people know what this is, because if you are going to rank on Google, you don't want to waste your time and effort on a keyword or a search phrase that really has nobody looking at it, right? No eyeballs on it. It's like trying to go fish in a pond where there's no fish. You're just wasting your time, right? So let's look at this. I'm going to go ahead and start showing you what a keyword is. So what a keyword is, it's a search, or it's a word phrase. So if I type in home care Ohio, that is a search phrase or a search term, and that is what a keyword is. And so if you type that in on Google, this would be considered a keyword. There's different ways to tell Google what a keyword is or isn't. You can put quotations around it, and that gives Google completely different search results based on that search. If you notice, the search results changed completely, and so there's different parameters for Google on what is a search phrase or what isn't, and how it looks at it. And if you notice now, without the quotation marks, is completely different, and then also the maps is different. And so I'm just going to go over the basics, right? This is a search term, okay? Home care Ohio. I'll pull up this tab. This is a search term. Home health agency, okay? This is a search term or a keyword. Either one, they're really the same. Let's, for the sake of ease of learning, let's just call it a search term. This is a search term. All right. Now, I know it looks a lot longer, but it's still a search term. It's still a key phrase. It's something, keywords that people type in on Google, and then they press enter, and it gives them search results. So that is a search phrase. All right, now let's look at this. Let's look at what is search volume. Okay, so now we know what a keyword is, or a search term. Let's look at volume. So when you type in home care Ohio, we're going to get a volume of 110 searches a month, right? Now, what you have to understand is that, yes, that might seem like not a lot. Some of you that might seem like a lot of people. So what this means is that every month there's 110 people per month typing in this search term, home care Ohio, onto Google, and Google's estimating that there's around 110 per month, right? You see the slash month there. And what that means is that for this particular search term, you're going to get around 110. Now, obviously there could be, excuse me, I burped for a second. There could be, times where, during the year where that spikes and it goes up, because the market, fluctuates. There's TV commercials, there's things going on in the economy. There's things that will change the search volume of what people are looking for on Google every month. And so, obviously that's not going to be a concrete thing. It's not like Google's going to make people search for this, right? But this is what people are actually typing in on Google right now on an average everyday basis as of today, right? And then, so that's kind of the volume for that keyword. Now, if you're in Ohio, it's good to know this because, you know, you're going to be wanting to target this keyword and a bunch of other keywords. Now, let me show you this keyword here, or search term, home health agency. Okay, so this home health agency, let me just explain something really quickly. If you can see here, it's got 3,400 monthly searches. Now, what I want you to understand is that this search term, it does not have Ohio in it. So it's not specific to Ohio, and that is one reason why the search volume is so high. This particular search term will get searched in Ohio, and you want to rank for it, right? Because it's a popular term, but it does not necessarily mean that in Ohio specifically, this is the best search term, if that makes sense. So that's something to keep account. And then if we go over here to this keyword, home health care near me, very similar situation. The volume on that keyword has 320 searches a month. Now, again, that gets shared throughout the US, so you got to understand that, again, if you're in Ohio or somewhere else, this keyword can benefit you, but it may not be the best keyword or search term that you're really trying to rank for on Google. So just keep that in mind, that that's what search volume is, and that's what a search term is. And so just so we understand how those two things work and why knowing what the volume is important. Then look at here, Home Health Care Agencies, Columbus, Ohio. It's a very long search term, and but it's still getting 70 searches a month. Now, again, here's the thing that you want to know. You want to know, what keywords am I ranking for on Google, and how many people are searching for those keywords that I'm actually ranking for. So again, if you're ranking on Google and you're really, really happy about, oh, I'm ranking, for 50 keywords, but there's nobody looking, it's completely pointless and you've wasted your money, right? And so this is why it's so important to ask questions to figure out what's going on, where am I ranking? If I'm ranking number 3 in the maps for a search term that does have volume, that might help me. But if you yourself have ever experienced this, you're probably not going to click on more business use. You're going to call one of these businesses that's in the maps first. And if for some reason the first one doesn't answer, or if they're too expensive or whatever happens, then you might go to the second one, right? Very rarely are you going to go to the third one unless it just for some reason it stands out. And in this case, this one actually doesn't. So this listing right here, even though it's listed in the 3-pack, because it only has 1 star, it's actually benefiting these 2 companies, because what they're doing is people are going to only call these 2. They're not going to call this one. So if I was these 2 companies, I wouldn't want to change anything. I'd say, hey, let that guy rank there, and because he's going to help us out. Really, there's only 2, right? In my opinion, there would only be 2 ranking for this search term. And then down here, we have the organic listings. These are underneath the maps. Now, one thing I want to show you, so I've showed you what keywords are, or search terms. I've showed you what search volume is. And then I've also explained why search volume matters, right? Because you don't want to rank for a keyword, that has no search volume. And then now I want to show you what kind of percentage rate of traffic out of this search volume will actually come and call you or visit your website. So let's go back to the front one. On this one, what we're looking at here, we're looking at around 110 searches a month. And if you combine that one with this keyword and you start ranking on some multiple different keywords for your area, you can combine all this search volume. Let's say you're ranking number 1 in the maps. Okay, so this company here, I think they're also ranking, yeah, they're also ranking here. So, yep, same one. So they're taking advantage of obtaining all of this search volume, 110 monthly searches, and then plus the 70 searches. Now, these are just 2 keywords. There's probably at least another 20 or so, or 30 keywords that have search volume that you could rank for. And these are people looking for businesses. I mean, this is important to rank in the maps. But let me just kind of break down some percentages off the search volume. So 110, that's kind of perfect number. So we'll just make it 100 even. So out of 100 people, what's going to happen is there's going to be about, 30 to 40 people are going to click on one of the locations in the maps. It's going to get divided up between the 3 locations, 30 to 40 people. Okay, they're going to click on one of these. Okay, so first one might get maybe 10 people, the next one might get 10, the next one might get 10, and sometimes that might go up to 40. So 30 to 40 people, right? And then going down here, you're going to see somewhere around on the first listing, you're going to see somewhere around 20 to 30 people will click on this, 10 to 20 people will click on this, and then 5 to 10 people will click on this, and the percentage just keeps going down. And so if you're wondering what the percentage is, it's 40 to 60, somewhere around 20 to 30, and it just keeps getting worse as you go down. So if you're not ranking in the maps, you're really not taking advantage of any of the search volume. Like, it just doesn't even matter. And these statistics are pretty solid across every industry. So that's something that you've got to take into account along with the search volume, is that when somebody types in a search term, how many people are searching for it? What's the volume? And then, am I ranking in the right position, in the right layout, so I can actually get calls and clicks? And if your answer is no on all that, and that's a big problem, give us a call. We could help you a lot. We've been able to grow home care agency by 400%. We have a really great testimony. You can check it on our website. And then we're also coming out with an interview somewhere in our webinar follow-up system. I'm sure you'll be able to see. But this is really helpful, and I hope that you guys can see the value here, understanding some of this technical lingo type stuff. If for some reason you're like, man, we're not ranking here, or let's say, for example, you are ranking here, but you're not ranking on a lot of search terms, maybe just 1 or 2, and you want to get better, sign up for our webinar. We're going to walk you through some of the things that we do and how we've been able to grow home care companies. You can find a link in the description of this video, or you can also go to our website, growhomecaremarketing.com. There's a lot of info on there, and just sign up on there. I think there's a button called Grow My Agency, and you can find out more information. You can register for that webinar. So if you're ready to kind of figure out, okay, we really got to do something about our internet presence and our internet marketing, go ahead and sign up. There's no cost, there's no fee. It's completely free info, just like what we're doing right now. So if you think you got value off of this, feel free to register for that. It's going to be a free webinar you can look at and watch some of the things of how we have been able to grow, and how you might be able to apply some of the same techniques that we've been able to grow another home care agency for your home care agency. So go ahead and sign up for that now. Again, this is Jeremy with Grow Home Care Marketing. So glad you watched.